Hi, I'm Pasquale from Pasquale's Eye in the Arts, and I'm here in West Hollywood today, adjacent Beverly Hills, and we have a great show with a gal named Karen. Karen, give us your full name and tell us your organization.
Hi, Pascal. It's really a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much for inviting me to this show. I feel very privileged and honored. My name is Karen Hamza, and my organization is Angel Hands for the Homeless.
Angel Hands for the Homeless.
Yes.
You know, arts are so important for the homeless today.
Yes.
It's amazing how much we've worked with the homeless with art. It's a healing situation. Oh, by the way, thank you for calling me King of the Glitz.
Yeah, there you go. King of the Bling.
King of the Bling, right.
You're fabulous.
Well, all of this is part of our strut wearable art. And right now I'm featuring ties for our new show that's going to be October 16th at the Saban Theater.
Oh my goodness.
And we have people coming from all over the world for Arts for Peace.
Oh
so this is partly my outfit, and I thought I'd try it out on my TV show.
Beautiful. I think it's perfect to present this on your show. I think it's fabulous, and I would love to know the address and everything, because I would love to bring some of my friends, let them know so they can come on down and enjoy the art.
Oh, absolutely, and we have artists coming from all over the world. You wouldn't believe it, and stars beyond belief.
Amazing.
It's at the Saban Theater, October 16th.
Okay.
So it's a really a wonderful show, and you know, you're wonderful because you're on our show today, and I'd like to know about what you're doing and what your purposes are, and how did it all start?
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that very much.
You're welcome.
My organization started because I was homeless with my dog.
Oh my.
Yes, I ended up homeless with 19 years of sobriety at no fault of my own, and there was tons of mold in the house and had been for numerous years. I became very ill. I went to every specialist there was to go to, and I was just dying. Literally, I was dying, and none of the specialists could find out what was going on with me. They thought I had AIDS, and I was in the pulmonary specialist's office twice a month. It was just horrible. And so when somebody said, check out your house for mold, I had it professionally tested, and they said, you need to get out right away. I had, several different dangerous levels of mold, and I had nowhere to go.
So you have an animal. Tell me about your animals.
Yes. Oh, my dog. My dog Tippy. He was with me through this experience, and so when I ended up homeless, and they said you have to get out of your house, it was like being in a fire. I lost everything that I had. I couldn't take anything with me because mold is, it's like contagious. You take it with you and it just grows everywhere. So my Tippy and I got into my vehicle, and I stayed in the driveway because I didn't know where to go. I was in a state of shock. I'd been very ill, physically ill. And when they said you can't have any of your belongings, that made me more unhappy. And then I couldn't go in my home anymore. So I had to stay in the car. And finally they said you have to get out of your car and park someplace else. So I did the best I could, and I was just devastated. I really did not know how to deal with that state of homelessness because, like I say, I had 19 years of sobriety, and I ended up homeless on the streets.
So tell me what you did in your other life other than being homeless.
Well, before I was homeless, I was literally very happy. I truly had a good life. I was very self-sufficient. I was a freelance.
Freelance what?
A reflexologist, a body worker.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and
the health part. Yeah.
Yes, and I was into personal assisting people that, were working too much, did not have time to go to the cleaners or to the market, or they needed prescriptions picked. Whatever they needed, I did. So I had those things going on, and my life was really, I got to tell you, I was really very happy.
Wonderful. So tell me about your organization and what motivated you to do that.
Okay, well, that's very simple. What motivated me to create this organization was the fact that I was homeless with my dog. And I was out there for a little over about 2 years. And
Wow.
that was a long time for me. I know there's folks that are out there for 20, 15 years, but I was homeless before when I was using and drinking. I was very young, but I was homeless. So when you're using and drinking, that goes along with the territory. And when you're sober, being homeless, it's very devastating. It was so devastating. But that's how I started my organization, was because I was out there homeless, and every homeless person I saw, I was looking at myself. There was no one there for me, absolutely no one there for me. When I could have the parties and give and do, everybody was there. My family was not there. My friends were not there. It was a very devastating, I felt an experience. I felt very betrayed, actually. I really felt betrayed that no one was there. So I began to see who my friends were. But I was very, very much alone because I was terrified. I mean, a woman alone, it's dangerous enough being a man alone on the streets. But it's very dangerous, a woman being alone on those streets.
Right. So tell me exactly what you guys do.
Oh, my God. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Just I'm asking what your
Okay.
organization and you and what your mission statement is and all the good things that you are doing now.
Okay, thank
I
you
know
so
you were
much.
recommended by a very special lady to
Well-
be on our show.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I feel very honored, like I said.
Thank you.
King of Bling. Here we go. I just love it. Okay, what my mission statement is, we never forget about the animals. And what my
Never forget about the animals. Okay.
Never forget about the animals.
Okay.
Okay, that's our mission statement. Bottom line, what I work on doing is helping the animals and the homeless get back into the mainstream of living.
And how do you do that?
I do that. I have tons of resources. I actually created a resource guide for the homeless, so they have numerous resources because homeless people come from different places but end up in the same place homeless. So there's tons of resources for everyone and for the animals as well. So that is into that goes along with the fact that we're into education and solution. We want to help these people, not just give them a blanket or a sandwich. We want to give them resources so they can help themselves with food banks, shelters, legal information, substance abuse, attorneys, whatever they need, I have in this resource book. And I also created a one-of-a-kind online newspaper, and it's also, we're working on it now, creating it for national and international. Because one of my friends that lived in Belgium, she died of homelessness, and it really devastated me so much. I knew I had to do more. See, that's my thing. I know I have to do more. So that's what I did, is we're doing national and international now resources for people all around the world to get the help that they need.
Do you have a book that you do this with? Have you checked out all your resources and know what they actually do for your people?
Oh, yes. When I was putting this together, this was like some years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely, I did all of that. And like I say, it hasn't been updated. I don't have the time, actually. I'm so extremely busy, helping to save lives, because that's what we do, is we're into saving lives. The lives of the homeless, the lives of the animals, working on keeping the animals out of the killing shelters, because the homeless people can get ticketed for really minor things, be in jail for a day or two, their animals can be taken away.
Tell me how many animals there are out there with the homeless. Do they? A lot of them have animals, and how do they feed them,
yes.
and how do they take care of them?
Oh my gosh, see, that's where I come in, I feel, because they have a very difficult time taking care of themselves, but their animals really give them a lot of comfort. So that's where I come in, and lots of animals, to answer your question. There are so many animals out there: cats, dogs, birds. I mean, lots.
Birds.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
We even have some folks that have birds, that bring their birds. Some people even have rabbits. But you would be amazed at all the cats and dogs that are on those streets. It is astonishing. So I work on getting all the homeless to, because it's word of mouth, to get all the homeless to come, to bring their animals, because I have a vet. I have a vet for their care, so the animals get shots. They get, we just had a huge spay-neuter.
Is that in North Hollywood?
Exactly.
Area? What is your vet? I mean, do you know who that is?
Oh, my vet, yeah, Dr. May.
Dr. May.
Yes.
And he helps with financing some of these things with the animals?
Oh,
or?
yes, she's very good. She helps to support the organization with care for the animals, and then if we cannot help, or they need additional medical care, then we will refer them somewhere,
I see.
for emergency care. I also, I don't want to get ahead of myself because I am very passionate about this, but I have a vet. I also have a groomer. I have animal food.
And your groomer is?
Oh, Mark. Oh, he's so adorable.
You need to give all the credits to the people that are helping these things, don't you think? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Mark's mobile groomer, he's so fantastic. He's so wonderful. I'm so grateful the little pups come in dirty, you know, and they go to him and he cleans them up, and it's just wonderful. And the homeless people love it and the animals love it. It makes them so happy, you know. And
see,
yes,
these are all the humanitarians that are helping your organization.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
It is wonderful, and I'm grateful to all of the people that support my organization, that donate to my organization. We are a vegan nonprofit. We're a unique nonprofit. We are a vegan nonprofit. And I also have Deborah Writings. She is a barber. She cuts hair for the homeless men and women.
Oh, wow.
It makes them feel like $1 million, you know?
That's terrific.
Yes, it is.
You know, you really got a whole humanity of helping people and their animals from what you're doing.
Oh,
How long
yes.
have you been doing this?
Oh my gosh, I've been doing it since before 2009. I became a legitimate 501c3 in 2009.
Oh, so you are a 501c3.
Oh, absolutely.
So people can donate to your organization to
Yes.
help you. What does the money go to?
The money goes towards food, animal food, human food, special items that the homeless need, care packages like socks and things of that nature. I mean, just for anything that may be a need or a need for that month, because I have monthly gatherings. So it's a lot of work to pull it all together.
Right. Have
with
you
one
ever heard
person.
of H.B. Barnum?
No, I
He's
don't
a
think
man that does a wonderful event for Thanksgiving, since we're in the holiday seasons now, and they feed hundreds and hundreds of people in Hollywood at the I guess it's a park. Hollywood. I think it's the Hollywood Park near Cole. And
Okay.
Thanksgiving, so you can have all your people come for a beautiful Thanksgiving meal. And it's done by his choir, and they cook all kinds of wonderful meals and do all kinds of great things. So maybe we can turn you on to that so some of your homeless can take advantage.
Well, that would be fantastic, because that's what I do. Is I have tons of resources because I want these folks to get help as far and wide as they can. That's why I have resources for them at my gathering. And we also have a library. I wanted to state that we also have a library. We have a meal program. May I talk about this for a moment?
Sure, everything.
Okay, we have a library. They love the library. We buy puzzle books and give them to them so they can keep their brains stimulated.
Right.
I have dictionaries, and some of them are very religious, so I have Bibles. We have books to keep them, you know, what I do is I try to keep them out of themselves even for a moment. It's a success if you can keep them out of themselves for a moment. We have clothes, we have shoes, we have care packages. And this month, it's Domestic Violence Month for the women. It's Breast Cancer Month for the women. And I believe it's a month for the animals. So I'm going to do special care packages for the women and the animals,
Right.
To let them know how much that, you know, in honor of these people that have endured, because a lot of the people who are on the streets have endured domestic violence. You have runaway youths. You have people that have come out of prisons, people that have lost their homes from foreclosures, lost their jobs, you know, have medical problems. I mean, you have a lot of people on those streets coming from many, many different places. That's why I stated earlier that I created this one-of-a-kind resource guide for many people coming from different places to help them all.
Right. You know, I have an idea for you, and I
Okay.
think that I know, being involved in the arts for very many years, and I
Super.
founded Sharing Friends of the Arts, Hollywood International, and the Artery USA. Let's come up with an art program for the homeless. I know we've done a lot of that, and they love theater. So
Yes.
there could be a wonderful thing to put that together with the animals. Let them,
Of
let
course.
them do wearable art. I mean, there's so many things you can
Yes.
do. You can take these old clothes, and I call some of my line rags for the richest. And I've worked with the homeless for many, many years with the Hollywood Arts Council and all
my
our
goodness.
different things, and we're working very closely with our mayor. And years ago, we established Los Angeles, the creative capital of the world. So it's
Truly.
all art. And you know what? Art makes a difference.
It does.
So, you know, we would love to work with you on a program to get arts to the homeless and help them with that. I know it's not, people think art and homeless, what is that all about?
Yes,
but that'll
but-
give them something to do, encourage them to be able to have a better life through the arts.
Well, see, I'm so glad. Thank you so much for bringing that to my attention, because I've thought about that as well. Maybe not to the degree that you have, that
Right.
you've stated right now, but I thought of bringing different things to the table for them creatively so they could work with them. You know, paints, whatever, just all
Right.
kinds of even color books and colors. You know,
Absolutely,
to start out
and you know
with,
you can
you know?
you can actually talk to the people that run the parks and have a art in the park where they can create and learn and maybe even make some things to sell. There's a lot of people out
That
there
would
that
be
have
great.
talent, so
Oh,
it gives them a
yes.
little bit of incentive to go on with their lives through the arts.
See, that's fantastic, because it's just like the library. That's why I have the library. That's why I bring everything to the table that I do, to have them keep moving forward in their lives, to give them some incentive, to give them some joy, you know, and the arts would be perfect
A
because
mobile arts program.
A mobile
Take
arts
them to different
program.
locations, outside, inside.
Oh, my gosh.
Talk to the libraries. You know, I know in West Hollywood they have beautiful parks here,
Mm-hmm.
and if you really put together a program, it could be very interesting and maybe get it funded somehow.
well, maybe you can help us with that.
Well, that's what we do with the Artery USA.
Oh my
And
God.
it would be a blessing for them and for our cities, because
gosh, yes.
we have that problem. And you know, people here in California, they can live outside 24, all year long,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of the things. But there's a lot of public things that you can do, and I know my public out there would love to do something to help the homeless. And their animals, they could make little costumes, they could do ties, they could do everything.
Absolutely.
Just give
Oh
them
my
something to
gosh.
do.
Absolutely. See, that's what, to get them out of themselves, to help them to create, because they are really creative, highly intelligent people, and it's really tragic. They're like trapped. They're like trapped in this world that they don't know how to get out of. I mean, I didn't know how to get out of it, and it's so wearing and so taxing, and you end up in this survival mode, and the longer you've been homeless, the more of a survival mode you get into, and it's hard to get out. So that's very stimulating, the arts program.
And hook up with churches, because they're doing a lot for our homeless. I mean, it's amazing how many avenues you can give them through the art programs.
Well, see, that would be perfect. And right now, I'm working on the city. I'm hoping that the city will support us with the building, because
City of Los Angeles? Or, yes.
City of Los Angeles,
Okay.
yes. Because let me tell you, I hope you don't mind if I call you King of Bling, because you look so fabulous. You look so fabulous, I swear. I feel
gosh.
so honored. But I have been working on getting the city to support us with some kind of a building. It doesn't have to be a magnificent building.
Right.
It can be a duplex. It can be a house. It can be anything, because I've been out there on those streets for years and years and years. And in the elements, it's time for a building.
Right.
That way I can have everything organized, because when you're on the streets like that, the thing is that's really good about it is that you really have a lot of major contact. You see what goes on when you're out there on those streets, and it's not really pretty. I've had a homeless lady that just died a couple of days ago on the streets, and I feel so bad every time my homeless people die. I feel like I should have done more. And I've noticed in this area there's lots of homeless people too as well.
Right.
And if I would have known there would have been so many homeless people, I would have brought a lot of goodies for them and resources.
So you actually go to clients and collect things for the homeless, things that you give them?
Yeah, well, people can donate to us, or I do pickups for animals and the homeless. People donate, they can get 100% tax write-off. For anything they donate, they'll get a tax write-off. And right now we're needing socks, because let me tell you, one of the most needed things homeless need are socks.
Socks.
They love fresh, clean, brand new socks. They love socks, and I've been putting t-shirts, socks, baseball cap, personal care items, and a tote bag. It's a little bitty like backpack, but they just love it.
Right, if you put crayons in there or markers, they can take the t-shirts and paint on them.
Yeah, see,
or draw on them,
Exactly. See, that would be great.
Yeah.
So if we get people to support us with all those supplies, we would be able to do that. we're really growing. I mean, the fact that I'm a itty bitty nonprofit, little bitty. I don't live in I live in an itty bitty tiny house. I don't even have a kitchen.
Right.
I've been there since I found this place. Since I was homeless, I found this place, and to me, it was a slice of heaven.
So it's a grassroots, hands-on,
Yes.
experienced organization.
Very.
And so you're interested in really being able to promote
Yes.
and create something that gives them a better life.
That's the whole point and purpose of this. I feel it's very critical. Solution education, bring to the table for all these people and the animals. Never forget about the animals. I am very concerned about them as well. And during the month, people call me because the animals have emergencies. Well, I get them to emergency care as well. So if something's wrong with the animal and it's emergency, once again to reiterate, I get them emergency medical care. So I'm busy.
I'll give you a hint. You know, our producer, who's a wonderful artist, producer, director, cameraman, photographer, he has an organization called Feed the Minds. And so talk to Tom about that, Tom Porter, and see how you can come up with an interesting arts program for the homeless. And I would check the schools, I would check the churches, I would check locations and do all kinds of things. And you know, the clothes that you give them, let them turn it into wearable art so they can be happy. And you know,
that would be so fun.
And all of that goes together. Take some of the things that we use in our daily lives and make them available to the homeless. You might even get some sponsors by doing that.
Wow, that's truly a great idea. And all your fabulous clothes and ties and suits and everything that you have here. I know it's very therapeutic when you work, you know, with arts in any form, whether it's clothing or drawing, whatever. It is very therapeutic.
In a way, the clothes that I use, they're from Hollywood sets, so they're kind of homeless. They don't belong to anyone.
Well, there you go.
And then we take these clothes and we create with them, and it's amazing. The people, you know, it's like I'm putting on the bling today, but I usually dress a lot more conservative than this. So, but you know, everybody says, well, Pasquale, why don't you wear some of those fantastic things, you know? And I have people from all over the world now, Ghana, Africa, Greece. Next year we're doing a major poetry event. That's another thing. Homeless can do poetry.
Oh, yes.
And then next year we're doing an Olympic event with my dear friend Rola from Greece. And since it's the Olympics, the Egyptians are involved with it, and a man that's a founder of a poetry organization all over the world. His name is Pen. He's going to be involved in it. And now what my dream is going to be is to move part of our museum to the willing workers, which is the disabled people.
That's
because
wonderful.
Arts are, I mean, over the years, I was director at Park La Brea for 12 years. I became a senator for the California Senior Legislature. And all of this has to do with the arts, helping through the arts, especially our seniors. And they're so important, you know, and you might even get some art instructors to work with you, you know, and talk to your city councilman. I'm not sure who your city councilman for that area is, although I know Tom Labange used to be, and now there's a new wonderful man, Korean man there. There's Mitch. We have all our city council people. Get to your city council people. Go there. Talk about it. Tell them about your idea, and I bet you they will find what you need. And you know, the most important one is the man above.
Yes, I believe
and he has
God.
been supporting you now.
Yes, he
so
has.
take it from here and let Eye in the Arts guide you to really bring something meaningful for the homeless. You're going to find your location. You're going to find everything. You're a blessing, and thank you so much for doing what you do.
Oh my gosh, well, thank you too, because I tell you, it is a lot of work, but I do it from my heart. It's my mission, my passion, and my life. And I so love this because, like I say, I was homeless with my dog. I really know the deal. I'm not just doing this because I think it's the right thing to do. I'm doing it because I've been there and because I know it's the right thing to do and because I know what is needed. I've been a trailblazer for many of the nonprofits, for the rescues, for other organizations. I truly have for all these years.
Bring them in.
Yes, well, I would
I'm
like
telling
to.
you, when you put together a program, you work with Tom through Feed the Minds.
That will be
and,
great.
And Sharing Friends of the Arts, and get organizations, the Artery USA, and put together something on paper that you can do, and the arts will make a difference.
Oh, I know you're right, because I feel it in here. I feel really good about that, and I will start working on that. I'll get the word out, and people can start donating things just to begin with, just to start donating color books, colors, whatever. Just start donating, and then while we're waiting for somebody to come and donate their time regarding the arts on any form, please, we would appreciate it, and it would be really great to add a feature to our gathering. It would be perfect.
And a nice thing for you to do is keep a record of your testimonials of people that you've helped. And that's kind of important too. The success story is always great to inspire other people, and that will work. Tell me one thing, we're just about ready to close the show, and it goes so fast, it's quite amazing, but I want to ask you something. What is your dream for your organization? Tell your audience, what would you like to see happen to you in the next year and a half?
Oh my gosh, next year and a half. Now, I would so love, my dream would be to have a building, a place where I can organize for a food pantry, education room, a library. Books are so important. A library, a food pantry, a clothes closet, an area for the groomers to come and take care of the animals, for the medical. And like I say, that would be my dream, but we need it now, folks. We just need it now. Being out there in the elements, I've been out there for so many years. We are ready for a building. And
do you have a telephone number that they can get you?
Yes. May I share something very quickly?
And this is your brochure.
Yes, this is my brochure, and we have Angel Hands for the Homeless. You can Google Angel, Hanz, Angel Hands for the Homeless, and you'll find a lot of information, videos, and you'll find our blog spot there. And this blog spot, www.angelhanzla.blogspot.com, is where people can go. You can donate to PayPal. We have an Amazon wish list there with all vegan products. We support people that support us with vegan and non-vegan is really good.
And you can recognize your supporters. I think that it's a wonderful thing that you're doing, and now you need some help. That's important. I see you have a very beautiful brochure there.
Thank you so much.
And can they get a copy of that? How can they receive?
Well, the thing is they can go online to my Angel Hands for the Homeless blogspot, and they can see all of my resources, national and international. We're still working on it. It's in the works. And then we have all of our information. This is not on the blogspot, but all of our information for our gatherings is on the blog spot.
And do you have a phone number that they could call you directly?
Oh, yes. They can call me at 818-358-3663. 818-358-3663. And we have an event. We're going to be at William S. Hart, I believe, in Valencia, October 9th. We're going to have a booth. Somebody is donating a booth. See, that's fantastic. So we'll have animal clothes.
Oh, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. I'm going to say goodbye to our audience, but I want to thank the city of West Hollywood for this wonderful station and the director that directs it. We love what you're doing, and we're looking forward to continue working with you for many years. Thank you, West Hollywood.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
I'm in an emotional wall. Down this rainbow over this